Where would you like to see Shedeur go?
Name it. I mean,
Anywhere.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Well, I was thinking that, the Raiders.
Although, remember,
But you already said no to the Raiders.
No, wait a second. Tom Brady said no to Shedeur about 8 times. They had, I think it was 8 shots at drafting him, and they never drafted him.
Well, he'd be better
Maybe
than
he ain't
Geno.
because he knows Shedeur want to be a starter. They had Geno. You know, he's trying to look out for him. Like, I don't want you to come
Think
see
so?
me.
Yeah,
But now, shit, we need you now. Like, we need somebody to bring some juice in this motherfucker. So.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hate what's going on with Shedeur in Cleveland, man. I still got hope, though. You know, right after the game, coaches, sometimes they just say shit.
Everyone's had enough. The fans, the experts, the NFL, and honestly, even Shedeur himself. It's about time he's traded out of Cleveland, just to save him from the chaos inside the Browns camp, or more specifically, from Kevin Stefanski, who clearly has a personal grudge against him. There's no other reason left to explain why Shedeur's still being benched while the team keeps collapsing week after week. But here's the real question. Would trading Shedeur actually be a smart move for the Browns, or a massive mistake they will forever regret? Which league should pick him up where he can finally have a healthy, supportive environment? And most importantly, is it fair that a young, talented player like Shedeur has to pay the price for one coach's ego, losing precious time and peace of mind in the process? Because at this point, one thing's clear. If the Browns don't let Shedeur play, someone else definitely will. And when that happens, Cleveland might just realize they pushed away the one player who could have saved their future.
So all I can hope now, with the trade deadline approaching, I really hope somebody trades for Shedeur Sanders.
Yep.
Or I really hope as they go into their bye week that Jimmy Haslam says, you know, I've seen enough of Kevin Stefanski. I'm going to change. And one of those two is going to have to happen. Somebody's got to go if Shedeur has any chance to play at all this year or any year for the Cleveland Browns. So I've seen enough of Dillon Gabriel, and obviously Kevin Stefanski has not.
If Shedeur really gets traded to another team, honestly, that might be the best thing that could happen to him right now. Because let's be real, staying in Cleveland under Stefanski isn't helping his career at all. He's being benched and treated like he doesn't exist, while the gimmick coach keeps protecting the gimmick players who clearly don't perform. Once Shedeur gets out of that environment, he'll finally be able to breathe and show the world what he's actually made of. Because right now, it's clear that Cleveland doesn't know what to do with him.
I just believe with all my heart and soul in Shedeur Sanders. Now, I know his father, but I watched closely Shedeur. Every snap he took at Colorado, he's it. He's got a nice arm, a Brady-esque arm, and he's tough as they come and deadly accurate. And I just think he was born to play this position in this league at this level. The lights will never be too bright for him, and I don't care what the circumstance is. I don't care if he's got no reps in practice. If you throw him into this fire, and it is a dumpster fire at the moment, he'll light it up, just the way he did when he got thrown into the fire when everybody got hurt in the first preseason game. I know it was just preseason, but you could just see he's got it. Yeah. He's that guy. He was born to do that and raised to do that.
If the trading actually happens, the Browns will have to live with the regret of letting go of one of the most promising quarterbacks they ever had. Because let's be honest, Shedeur doesn't need Cleveland. Cleveland needs Shedeur. The fans know it, the experts know it, and deep down, even Stefanski knows it but still hates him. Once Shedeur steps into a new locker room where the system actually works and the coaches believe in him, everything will change. His growth will skyrocket, his confidence will rebuild, and the same people who doubted him. And honestly, that's the revenge story everyone's waiting for. The Browns had their chance, and they ruined it for real. Now it's time for Shedeur to take control of his career and show them what they lost.
And what really stuck out to me was, you just get blown out 32-13. Gabriel has a shit day. And then immediately after the game, you're going into a bye week. You got the Jets coming out of the bye.
Yeah, you have time in the bye week.
What we doing?
But immediately you go back to Dillon Gabriel as a starter. You don't take the bye week. You don't take 2 weeks to evaluate, like, hey, should we give this kid a chance? Is he going to give us a shot in the arm to get us going? Because the defense is ready.
Right.
The team is in the middle of a weak division. They got a shot. And when he named Dillon Gabriel the starter after the game, I was like, oh, this situation stinks. There's some bullshit going on right now. They wouldn't name him the backup a couple weeks ago. Then we have the mysterious back injury.
This says it all. The Browns got embarrassed at 32-13. Gabriel played like trash, and instead of fixing the mess, Stefanski still thinks that all the players need to get better except Gabriel. That's the whole problem with this coach. He refuses to learn. You've got a bye week right there, a chance to make changes, to let Shedeur step in and prove what he's made of. But no, Stefanski goes straight back to Gabriel like the loss never happened. It's not even bad coaching anymore. It's pure ego and hatred that makes absolutely no sense. He's so obsessed with proving he's right that he's willing to drag the whole team down with him. And let's be real, Gabriel has been a straight-up disappointment. Every game looks the same. The offense looks dead when he's out there. The defense is doing its job, giving the team chances. But the offense keeps throwing it away. It's obvious who the problem is. It's the quarterback. But Stefanski's favoritism has turned this team into a joke. At this point, it's not even about Shedeur being the better option. It's about fairness and common sense. The team needs results and better play calling, not lies and excuses. Shedeur should have been starting weeks ago. The fans know it, the experts know it, and even the locker room knows it. Stefanski's pride is costing the Browns their season, and if things don't change soon, it's only going to get uglier.
I got to understand why everybody thinks Stefanski hates the kid. Why is that?
Clear as day.
Because it's clear as day.
I'm asking, this guy's been coach of the year twice, and he wants to win as bad as anybody else. If it was clear and evident to everybody in the building that Shedeur Sanders was better than Dylan Gabriel, better than Bailey Zappi, Shedeur would be playing. I just don't know if it's that clear. Maybe he hasn't done enough.
Well, we don't know.
I know.
Stefanski's been saying Shedeur's doing everything right. He's in there grinding. He's preparing.
Right.
But Stefanski won't give him a shot.
Fuck practice. Practice is one thing.
Are the players coming out saying we want Shedeur? Has anybody said that?
So Jay still thinks Stefanski has a reason not to play Shedeur. Really? If you know your job is on the line, your team just lost badly, and everyone's calling you out, why would you not play your best quarterback? What sense does that make? Does Stefanski not want to win? Does he want to prove something to someone? Or is he just that stubborn? Jay says it's not personal, then what is it? A random hate for talent? A refusal to accept that Shedeur is better? Because it looks personal to everyone watching. Any normal coach would do anything to save his job, but Stefanski looks like he's doing everything to lose it. And Jay saying, there has to be something else. Yes, there is. It's called ego and jealousy. Stefanski knows the moment Shedeur steps on the field and shines, everyone will realize how wrong he's been this whole time. Maybe that's what he's scared of. Is that why he keeps holding Shedeur back? Does he really think fans don't see what's going on? Or maybe he just doesn't care anymore. Because if he did, he wouldn't keep putting Gabriel out there week after week like we can't see how bad he's been. What kind of coach keeps doing that unless he's got something personal going on? Stefanski clearly doesn't like Shedeur, and he's making that very obvious. You don't keep a player with that much potential on the bench unless you've got a problem with him. Why is Gabriel still starting? Why is Shedeur being ignored? Why does Stefanski act like he's the only one who knows football when he clearly doesn't? It's not leadership, it's favoritism. So Jay, tell us, how do you defend a coach who'd rather lose again and again than admit he's wrong and give Shedeur a chance? Because right now, it looks like he's ruining both Shedeur's career and the Browns' future at the same time.
Now you're going to say, let's throw Shedeur in here. How many reps has he gotten? You guys just think you can magically jump in the game and play well in an NFL game without having meaningful reps as a starting quarterback in practice.
But when we talk about Dart, he's a superstar when he do it. Maybe he got that Jackson Dart, superstar shit that he just crank everybody up. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're looking for here.
And honestly, Jay, let's be real. Stefanski isn't paying you to defend this nonsense. You're just out here backing a coach who's clearly lost it. If Shedeur hasn't been getting reps, who's to blame for that? You think it's Shedeur's fault he's not on the field? Come on, man. It's obviously Stefanski. He's the one calling the shots, and he's the one keeping Shedeur off the reps he deserves.
Stefanski loves Bailey Zappi. He wants to give Zappi some reps down the stretch because it'll be over Stefanski's dead body that Shedeur gets any reps. So all I can say after I watched the 4th round of Dylan Gabriel stink, Shedeur's way better than Dylan Gabriel.
And don't even start with that injury excuse, because everyone saw Shedeur practicing right after you all lied about him being hurt. That's straight up damage control. Stefanski is trying to cover his bad decisions by spreading fake stories, and you're helping him do it. The fans aren't stupid. They can see Shedeur's working, he's ready, and he's getting blocked by a coach who can't stand to see him succeed. So Jay, maybe ask yourself, how far are you willing to go to defend a man who's clearly dragging the team down? At this point, it's clear the Browns are wasting Shedeur because of Stefanski's ego and bad decisions. Shedeur has done everything right. He has practiced, he has stayed ready, and has kept his cool while being benched for no reason. If things don't change, he needs to be traded before this franchise ruins his career. He deserves a team that trusts him and lets him lead, not one that keeps holding him back. So tell us, if Shedeur gets traded, which team do you want to see him with? Drop your pick in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.